Okay, Chris, here's the radio for you. So on band 10, just like the last one. Whoops, switch that back. Obviously you know how to switch it so that it makes it 5.0 and stuff, but everything is here for you. So it'll just be like the other one you got from me. And then as far as the radio goes, the box has a little bit of wear on it. It's just sometimes how they come in. I would assume that this was a corner. They come in cases of 6, I believe. It's either 5 or 6, I don't remember. I need to order another case of these, but it's 5 or 6, I think. So sometimes, you know, that's how they come in, but the radio is fine. I just wanted to show you that so you didn't think when I ship it that it got damaged or something. But that's the radio there. I can kind of show you a quick walk around to the radio, but she's brand new, so sometimes there's like little things like that, little scuffs and stuff that just wipe off. These are handled by Chinese people, so you know, that's where they make these, obviously. So, but she's 100% brand new and clean and everything, so it's not all dented in or anything. When you see a radio box like that, it makes me a little nervous, you know, when I open it up. But I've never actually had one that was damaged from that. You know, they're pretty robust, and you know, even in those boxes and stuff. So I'll show you the inner carton here. Let me grab that. So the inner carton, you can see where it was hit a little bit, just crinkled it. But I mean, you have the mounting bracket and all that protecting the radio. I mean, there's definitely, you know, some cushion there. I really wish with these radios that they would make like a cardboard insert that fit right over the front. I know that that's kind of what this is supposed to be, but I mean, that's, you know, it is what it is, I guess. But the radio is fine. It's just, you know, when I ship something like that to someone, I don't want them to think that it's like a lack of shipping on my part. You know, they ship those radios in cardboard cases. I think there's 6, and they're stacked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 all in a row, and there's no protection in that box. It's just 6 radios with like a heavy plastic bag that kind of has them all in that one bag, and they're just dropped in that case and sealed up. And it's a pretty heavy box. Anybody that's in the radio business or, you know, have seen that stuff before would know what I'm talking about. But just a general radio operator probably wouldn't ever see one of those. But it's a master carton or whatever. So I mean, every once in a while the side ones do get hit a little bit, and when they ship them with ground and stuff like that, it's just things happen. But you know, the radio's fine. So I'm gonna finish the setup on it, and then I'll come back and just quickly show you the power output and stuff. It'll be the same as the last one. I'm not gonna go too long with this or anything, because I'd like to get it finished and then get the payment request off to you. And depending on, you know, how soon you pay and stuff, I might be able to still have it sent off to you today. Otherwise it'll go out tomorrow, or whenever you pay, that's when it'll go out. But I will print a shipping label for it prior to sending the payment request. That way that's documented on the shipping or the payment request. It's just easier to do that then. I can always void it. Let's say if something happens and you decide that you don't want it or something, you know, anything can happen. So it's a brand new radio. Someone else buys one, they'd get it shipped that pretty much almost the same day, depending on when they ordered it. But it would just sit here and be ready to go for somebody else. But I think you're pretty happy to get another one for your friend, I think you said. So we'll get this one taken care of, and I'll be back on the video in a second. Alright, Chris, so we've covered the UK FM, same as the last one. I'll turn this talk back on. We'll go to program, we'll go up to RB, hit function, we'll go to number 6, hit color. Whoops, I'm sorry. Just key the microphone so you can hear that. That's a little Roger beep. And then there's a bunch of other annoying ones, like that one and this one. That's a weird one there. That one's okay. I like that one. I can deal with that one too, but that's a crazy one there. So that's your little Roger beep that I put in. If anyone has any real neat Roger beeps that you figured out programmed in, feel free to share. It's always fun to be able to like input that into these radios and make them do some fun stuff, because you can get like tons of different tones and stuff going. The one I've been looking for the most that I could never find is the Ranger 2950, not the DX, not the newer version or the DX one, which was like second generation, the old school 2950 with a very loud, punchy Roger beep. It's a very distinct sound. You either know that sound or you don't. I think the original Galaxy Saturn Turbo had it, and the RCI 2950, 2970, and maybe even I had a Mirage 2970 back in my younger days, 2970 EX they called it. I don't think that one had it, but I have a RCI 2970 here, an old school one, and the only reason I keep that radio is because of the Roger beep. It's a stupid reason to keep a radio, but I just like the Roger beep. So do a lot of strange things in this hobby. So there's that. The echo and stuff, I'm just not gonna, actually let's just try that really quick. We'll turn the echo on, turn the talk back on, and just see. 1, 2. Oh, I need to turn the talk back up with this noise canceling mic. 1, 2, check, check. Turn that up a little bit. 1, check, check. Hello? That's working. Okay. Good deal. Yeah, so let's just show you the power real quick on this. Here's the frequency. It's right on the money. Turn that talk back off. This is all the way up. So that's about a 16 watt. This is AM mode. I don't know how often you guys use that there, but 16 watt carrier all the way up, and it does about 100 watts PP, sometimes a little bit more. Hello radio, hello radio, hello. So there's that. FM, it's going to do about 50, like the other one. The bird shows a little higher than 50, but it's about 50. And then all the way down, it's about 1. Anywhere in between is up to you. I did turn the deviation up. It's about 3.9 kilohertz. I got another video on YouTube for another gentleman. I just sold one of these two in the UK, where I did kind of go through it and show you. I don't know if you watched that one or not, but it's kind of like a freebie to show guys like what deviation setting on this radio. And I've noticed on all of them that's always the same. That's one of the settings that usually is always the same. If that interests you, I think his name was Alan. I was just talking with him a couple days ago about the radio and stuff, but I go through it on that video. It's a pretty detailed video. Here's single sideband for this radio. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check 1, 2. So again, about 100 watts there. CQ, 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 hello, CQ, hello, CQ, CQ, CQ. So 100 watts on the money. And again, just like the other one, you're not going to see a big fluctuation here on SSB. So you will on AM though. Again, if you choose to use it, it will peg the scale there basically on AM. So that's about it there. I'm going to put it on the antenna really quick and just have a listen. My friend out in California said it was really busy on the band. I'm just going to listen on the band and see what's up. Give the dummy load a little break, and don't need a mic because I'm not going to transmit. I'm just going to listen. So we'll check the weather band too. All right, here we go. I don't like all that hiss. I like more bassy sound. Okay, I've heard enough of that already to know what's going on out there today. Man, that's a shame. Sometimes there's some guys out here. I don't hear anybody today. That's just a shame what they do to that channel. There's the RF gain. Sometimes, you know, guys forget that they can use the RF gain to clean up the receiver some. If you're listening to a really strong signal, there's no reason to keep the RF gain up all the way. If the guy's slamming in, turn the RF gain back. It's going to give you a better overall quality receiver. Definitely seems like there's some activity today. Alright, weather band. Maybe over there you guys program this with the Striker software. You can put some frequencies in and stuff. Because I don't think you guys have a weather band like this. That's our local one there. Alright, well Chris, I'm gonna box it up. We're gonna put this on the 10-meter band and quickly see if there's anything to listen to, even though I'm not in VFO. I don't really hear anything today. This is not really a good step size to be in, but can't really hear anything. Alright, I'll send you that request. Thanks again. 73.